is figured
Now
out
we
the share
draft.
button. Now we draft. All right. Spark Trooper's a powerful wizard. Thus, we draft. Here's chat. All right. Join league. These things still. Oh, I guess there's no wait time there. All right, chat. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got time. I didn't even know Time Warp was in this. I didn't even know Time Warp was in this format. Thanks, Dane. Appreciate that. We won't talk about how I am then. All right, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Oh, fix the cards. Yeah, it keeps resetting. Shelldock, Time Warp. What do you guys think about Shelldock, Time Warp? Shelldock Baral, Shelldock Tundra. No, we're definitely taking this card. Shelldock seems lit. We're definitely taking Shelldock. I don't think any deck I've played so far has needed a Monolith. Monolith seems not great. I think Baral could be good. Time Warp seems reasonable. Tundra would help splash. Immediately, we're not on Dahlia the deck, but I think we're just going to Time Warp. I think that's what I like to do. All right, here we're looking at Mana Vault, Trinket Mage. Yeah. I don't think Baral's a bad pick there by any means. It could be better than Time Warp, to be fair. I think Mana Vault Trinket is the way we like to do things here. Once again, immediately in blue soup, but I guess that's kind of what we're doing. Pearl and Preordain. Don't think anything is super good here. Technically, we can Trinket Mage for a Skull Clamp, but I just don't know what we're ever Skull Clamping, so... Pearl, Preordain. Here, there's a Foth, a Remand, an Izzet Signet, Beetle Push. I'm thinking Flooded Strand Remand, or Remand Foth. I'm sure Revoker is pretty reasonable. Sure Revoker's reasonable. I mean, Remand has been an all-star. Remand has been unreal good. I think Remand has been great. Foth has been quite good as well. I haven't actually needed mana fixing. It's just been, mono blue. So maybe we just grab Remand Foth. Here, it looks like a very easy Mox Jet. And then the choice is Thieving Skydiver or Mirari Conjecture. I don't think we're high-tiding. I think we're skydiving again. Skydiving has seemed quite reasonable. The 2/1 flyer, attacks planeswalkers, steals Moxen. I've been very happy with the skydiving. Maybe we should play a skydiver deck in Vintage. Looks good, to be honest. Yo, you can skydive the hammer. What if you skydive the hammer? Conjecture seems reasonable here, but I'm going to take Skydiver. Already more Moxen than our last game. All right, so here we can get that Baral that we were talking about. And then the choices between Metamorph and Cryptic Command. Why not? It says gain control. If it's an artifact, it's an equipment, attach it. Everyone loves the Cryptic Command, but I'm not sold on the Cryptic Command life. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like you don't need that. Yeah, it has random equipment specific text. Crazy. Wild. No one could have seen this coming. I mean, Metamorph wasn't good in our first draft, but I feel like the Metamorph should still be pretty good. Yes, we'll play a Skydiver, Stoneforge, Embercleave deck. That's the one. Because I'll kick for 6 or something. I don't know. Angel resets. Well, Skydiver is kicked, so that doesn't really do anything. It does reset Trinket Mage, but I think I'd rather just we've been mono blue most of these, and then like small splashes. I think I'm just gonna go Cryptic. I think it's fine. Good to see Phyrexian Metamorph though. Treachery. I wonder. We haven't seen a Treachery yet. This pack sucks. I feel like Direfleet Daredevil's gotta be good. I just don't want to be red. But we could go like Lightning Bolt Direfleet Daredevil, actually. What if we go Lightning Bolt Direfleet Daredevil, which helps us play around like Hull Breachers and stuff? Why is this broken? Stop making the card bigger. Cryptic Tomb is not a combo. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Treachery seems reasonable, but I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled. This is obviously a bit of a hedge, but I think this is like quite good. All right, I see a wheel and an abrade or a spell pierce. You hate this pick? That's okay. Guess what? It doesn't matter. It's my draft. Wheel spell pierce. I don't think Brain Freeze has looked good at all. I'm kind of liking Wheel of Braid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wheel Pierce seems reasonable. It's cheap, shitty beer, so yeah, comes in a clear bottle. Does happen. I'm thinking we are. I mean, I don't like the idea of wheeling because of the number of Hull Breachers, but the wheels worked out okay last game. Thinking Wheel of Braid. Thinking Wheel. I can afford non-shitty beer, but I like this beer just to chill. It's a good chill beer. It's a bread beer. I don't know. Spell Pierce did not seem great. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hull Breacher. I'm thinking I'm going to take the Steam Vents over the Time Warp, chat. I think this is a high priority for us right now with the number of red cards we've drafted today. We haven't drafted a large number of red things. Yeah, I'm drinking water too, for sure. Oh, sure. All right, that's good. Here we got Fire and Ice again. I like Fire and Ice. I do like Fire and Ice. You made cast target instant or sorcery. I do not hate Goblin Dark Dwellers, to be honest. But it might be finally time for our Conjecture. Though we don't really have good sorceries to flashback yet. I'm thinking Fire and Ice. Thinking Fire and Ice. But I'm not sure between Conjecture and Dark Dwellers. Yeah, you could take Inkwell in case of Tinker, but that's not really how I like to draft it, I don't think. It's not a bad Conjecture deck. But I kind of want to play with Conjecture, not going to lie to you. I haven't gotten to play with Conjecture yet, so I kind of just want to play with Conjecture. All right, here we've got Moldy. We got another Direfleet Daredevil. I'm thinking Direfleet Daredevil, Rakdos Signet. Now I haven't been super high on the Signet life. In this drafts, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I played the bonus round mono red Storm deck. No, not Bob. Direfleet number 2. I kind of want just a Muldrifter over the Rakdos Signet. Not gonna lie. I think we would rather have Direfleet Muldrifter. Like, no deck. This is never gonna be bad. I hope. All right, here we've got Fetchland. Oh, we finally found a force. It's been a couple drafts since we had a force. Definitely Fetchland. All right, another force. Probe. Simic Signet. No, Academy's not quite good enough in our deck right now. There's not enough Moxen. We played a bunch of Cube today. I think it's Force Probe. This isn't really a Mindslaver deck. Have I ever played Direfleet? Yeah. Yeah, Direfleet's a pretty powerful card. I haven't played it today, but I think Probe is the next best one. I'm not really sold on the idea of a Simic Signet here. Fairy, we have a Pearl. Not unreasonable. Not unreasonable. We could get a Hollow Fountain or Tundra. Not unreasonable. Actually, at this point, the Restoration Angel that Andy suggested looks a little bit better with the double Direfleet. Yeah, I think I'm down for Probe-Fawn. I'm down for Probe here. I didn't want another Probe. I can tell you that much. Oh, what do you want to link of? It's Vintage Cube, but every time you open a pack and take 2 cards from it. This does seem like a Daze deck. I didn't really want double Probe, I'm not gonna lie to you. And Heath is just not very good right now, but that's unfortunate for sure. I think Probe Daze works though. Here we got our boy Venser and an Everflowing Chalice. This deck is kind of similar to our first deck, just like way worse. I don't really think we can play Eidolon. I think our deck is very weak to Eidolon. I think we just take the Sacred Foundry in case we... Well, I can't actually fetch that off of Delta, so never mind. This kind of sucks. I don't really want an Everflowing Chalice. I'm not going to lie to you. Did I just take a Windswept Heath in case I hit a... It's not an empty deck. It's not an empty deck. Side in Eidolon? You guys really want me to take Eidolon? Isn't our deck, like, really bad against it? I don't know. I feel like our deck's not very good at Eidoloning, but... I don't think the other cards are very good either, so... Abbott? Abbott Legionnaire? Urza's like pretty medium. Urza Karn? You're wilding. When are we ever casting a Karn? Definitely Abbott. Don't really think we want a Pyroclasm in our deck. About as good as that Eidolon. I'm kind of thinking I want this Porcelain Legionnaire. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we need to attack. It's probably not as good as Urza. Why do we keep getting Gitaxian Probes? This is scuffed. This is so scuffed. This is super scuffed. I mean, I guess we just... I mean, we backdoored into it, chat. I mean... yeah, no, this is what we're doing. This went terribly. This deck wouldn't win a normal draft. We got no Moxen, no Ancestrals. This deck's horrible. This deck is not good. I feel like we're a sort of Body and Mind deck, aren't we? I think we're a sort of Body and Mind deck. Kind of feels like we're a sort of Body and Mind deck. Got some Force of Negations and some 2/1s for 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nah, this is a 2/1 deck for sure. We can make this a 2/1 deck. We can make this a 2/1 deck. No, I actually think Sword of Body and Mind's a good call here. I think that's a way we can win. All right, so we actually have to make a bunch of cuts this time. I think this is not a Mana Vault deck. I think this is not a Trinket Mage deck. I think this is not an Urza deck. This is easily the weakest draft we've had so far. I concur. Not a Mirari Conjecture. Well, it might be a Mirari Conjecture deck. I don't even know if we want a wheel in our deck. This Abbott seems quite bad. Definitely don't want Eidolon. Yeah, we're kind of off the Cryptic Life because we have so many red sources. Conjecture is just too slow. Maybe. The problem is I want to take out this Time Warp, but then the Conjecture gets bad. This could actually be a 16 land deck, actually. You're right. We could go 16 on this. All right. Show me the money. 7 and 3. 7 and 3. Six and 4. We're casting Kiki Jiki. I actually think we kind of want this Conjecture. I'm not going to lie to you here. I mean, it's not 4 mountains. It's 5 mountains and 1 fetch. It might have to be 5 and 5. Why we cut the Cryptic Command. 5 is a lot of mountains. At least we have no mana drains. This seems okay. Is it 5 and 5? Maybe we just want to cut Conjecture and play another island. Yeah, this is not good. This is not a good one. All right. We'll just try to get our 1/2. This is definitely our worst deck. I feel like every deck we've drafted after the first one, we've said this is our definitely. I think we've only gone downhill. Every deck we've drafted has been worse than the first deck, and then the deck before it. Right? Our first deck was number 1. Our second deck was number 2. Our third deck was number 3. It's just gone downhill. I want to force a Thalia deck, but I feel like the only way I can possibly force a Thalia deck is if my opening sequence is like a bunch of Moxen, and then I find a Thalia at some point, or my very first pack is a Thalia. Soon, Snake. Soon. I don't know. That's not what the stream's titled. I don't know what you're talking about, Slasher. I mean, I think even the first Thalia is like quite good. Theoretically. Anyways. How many am I gonna do? This is the 4th cube draft. Jeez. I don't know, like 10 Thalias. I don't even know what cards are in this format. I've only every time I've opened a pack, I just look at the blue cards. So yeah. I have no idea what's in the format. Yeah, there's a Vryn Wingmare. Absolutely. 5 Thalias, 5 Lodestone Golems, 5 Vryn Wingmares, and 10 Mox Pearls. That probably wins some amount of cube matches. All right. Can we pull off 2 wins with this deck? I think we... Oh, we found... What? We found a ringer. You know they drafted something degen. Yeah, the only problem with the mono white deck is you have to hit like a piece of it very early. All right. Okay, this deck is so fair. Because like if I like open my pack up and my pack is like, you know, Baral Time Warp, then I'm gonna go blue. Hopefully they go for Hull Breacher. Oh jeez. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Don't know about this one. That's true. It's like it's more like sealed than draft. It's like sealed, but you only have blue cards in your sealed pool. Tempo, baby. Wait, this seems winnable. Huh. The question becomes, I guess I'm just supposed to cast the Sword of Body and Mind, seeing as I have double Mountain Blackjet or Moxjet. I have a feeling we're going to die. Oh no! Let's go! I'm pretty sure they didn't concede to the sword. I'm pretty sure they conceded to the Hull Breacher, but you know, could go either way. I feel like we actually do want Eidolon. I'm not gonna lie. It does seem bad, but I feel like with what opponent's probably doing here, I feel like we're just gonna take out the wheel. Maybe we keep in the wheel. Just take out a probe. It could be. I mean, my perception is based on exactly the 4 drafts we've done. And if this is like the bottom tier of this, might not even be the bottom tier. This hand looks good. Yeah, wheel with Hull Breacher is nice for sure, but yep. You got me. This deck is not unplayable. I would register this in Vintage. We should register more Barals. Oh, wait, another Pyroblast card again. Nice Thoughtseize, bro. Nice Thoughtseize, bro. Yes, we've got them. We've got them. I mean, they're gonna play around days. I don't think I could afford to daze this thing because I kind of need to get to Hull Breacher mana. As long as they just play around Daze the whole time, Daze is doing something, so I'm okay with it. What do you do? What do I do for the thumbnails? Do I like put the things I draft, or is that like spoilers? You got it, homie. Actually, I could have dazed that. Pretty decent daze target, actually, but I would really rather just not daze so I can play Hull Breacher, but I'm not gonna swing this Baral into open mana. Is that what LSV does? All right, Hull Breacher coming in. All right, I'll attack, whatever. I feel like that's a giveaway, you know? Like you don't want to give away what you drafted, right? Like you guys already seen it, but the people who are gonna watch it haven't seen the draft yet. They don't want to know what's in the draft before you draft, right? I think I'm just supposed to play this Sword of Body in Mind, right? I think I'm just supposed to play this sword. I mean, my cards don't really do anything, but they don't get any draws, and they don't, you know, impulse. Sure, you've got it. Just put any card art. I mean, I could put screenshots of my face, but I don't really feel like doing that. I mean, I guess Hull Breacher is just that good. I guess Hull Breacher is just that good. I mean, maybe this deck can just Hull Breacher sword people. I don't know. Or it's sword. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Are you conceding to Breacher or to sword? I asked. We'll see if we get a response. I mean, this thing's not bad. Like, this sword is probably the best sword, right? In draft. Nil 10. Maybe not. I don't know. Kills in like 2 swings, right? 3 swings. All right, whatever. You take them. Oh, I should not look on Twitter. People's decks are way cooler than ours. But this is sweet. I'm in. I mean, my deck has a lot of removal for Holbert. That's a solid draw. On the list of draws, that's solid. Yeah, I mean, people don't seem like they draft. Like, our earlier decks didn't really draft removal, but this deck has a bunch of removal in it. I have got Baral, Force of Negation, Hull Breacher, removal. I like Muldrifter. You can't. It pitches a Force of Negation. Come on now. First deck was good. First deck was good. But we've been making it work with some medium piles. So, like, the medium piles that we've been making work have been fairly good. I don't know. Like, I kind of like the blue tempo deck. It seems pretty reasonable. Do they have Tinker here? What is going on? Oh, are they going to cast something on my turn when I don't have the ability negation? Yeah, I'm not swinging into that. What do they vamp for? Foff? Hull Breacher. Should I save my Lightning Bolt? And, like, wait till they wheel? And then... What do you think? Well, at least play around negation, I guess. I feel like we just wait. I have a negation, so it's not like I can get punished. I'm glad I didn't brawl into the Hull Breacher. That was a pretty solid play on my part. Alright, so I think I'm just going to play my own Hull Breacher now. Blue mana? I kind of wanted blue mana there. I can't actually afford to Muldrift, I don't think. Another Hull Breacher? Fair. I didn't play around second Hull Breacher, but I could see that. Hull Breacher seems very important in this format. I could definitely see that. Won the flip, huh? Is that what it's like? Maybe we'll just hard cast Muldrifter next turn if I don't have to negation this. Oh, I guess I negation this, seeing as I would lose my hand otherwise, and I get to loot, I guess. No, I don't actually get to loot. Unfortunate. I should have said no. I should have said no. I guess we can't even Muldrift into this anyways, so I just gave him a treasure for no reason. I did draw a Foff, though. That's a punt, sure, but it's not a huge punt. Not like the punt really matters. I was going to discard my whole hand anyways. I just gave him a treasure for no reason. I think I'm willing... I don't actually think I'm willing to drop my Hull Breacher, because I have, like... I have, like, Fire and Ices and stuff, right? Oh, I used too much mana. I could have kept a red mana open, too. Nice draw. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it gets around Hull Breacher. Hello. I mean, I'm snap off this pile. If I had kept my red mana open instead of my pearl, I would have been able to abrade their Hull Breacher right now. I really misstepped with this mana-based situation, or mana capping situation. I just totally forgot about Baral, to be perfectly honest. And then I just, like, click random buttons. It's a pretty big mistake. I'm, like, 100% to take this pile, though. It's, like, not even close. I think you should put... Yeah. Yeah, that looks better. Now I'm gonna take this pile. So I have fire. I think I'm just gonna take the negation. Obviously, the Hull Breacher is not very good, but I mean, I could always just empty both of our hands, right? Why? I'm specifically taking blue card Force of Negation. No, I think you should definitely separate blue card Force of Negation. I didn't even care what the other card was, really. I just 100% wanted blue card negation. My best possible combination, right? Like, can I even beat this card? Probably not. All right, I'm gonna hit no on my stupid Baral this time, though. I have to make sure I hit no. The thing is, opponent can't really afford to block Hull Breacher anymore, and they have an active Mana Crypt. I probably should have attacked last turn. Oh, they're just gonna do it? You sure? You want me to wheel? Like, this is hard for the opponent to do, right? Pretty hard for them to block here. Venser. All right, I actually get to Venser next turn. Wait, they're at 3. They're just gonna die? Could. Maybe I should have. It's kind of a blowout, isn't it? Yeah, I'll probably wheel there. Yeah, I probably should have wheeled pre-combat, maybe. I don't know. Probably. You're probably right, chat. So do you want to bring in that Eidolon against the stack? Nah, I don't really want to. I mean, our deck is pretty good against other Hullbreacher decks. Like, we've got 3 removal spells. Well, let's not go too far there, digital. It's because we didn't draft. So you actually get sideboard cards if you don't find enough Moxen and lands. If you don't find enough Moxen and lands, you actually get sideboard cards. It's like, this hand looks like garbage. Kind of want to pitch it. I'm off it. I guess this is better. Nice. A hideaway land in play. Fire and ice on my hideaway land. I like where we're at. I think this deck's actually kind of reasonable. If it didn't have a Hull Breacher in it, it might not be. I think I'm down to represent Bolt here and Remand. Now I represent everything. Yeah, our deck isn't great. Let's not go too far, but it has some forces. It has some powerful cards. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to bolt this more than anything else. Theoretically. This is definitely a Hull Breacher. I think I'm just supposed to bolt it. I could play my own. Alright, I'll play my own. If we draw Mox and just body of mind him. Time Walk, you got it. Definitely won't trade. Oh, I guess we're fucked. Yeah, I guess we should have bolted, chat. I guess we should have bolted. Is their last card twist? Of course it is. Yeah, it's a time spiral. Should have bolted. Oh, okay. It's a Yawgmoth's bargain. That's fine. Thought it would be something good. Oh, they can hit Thoughtseize now. Pretty sure I'm down to just play another Hull Breacher. I actually have a Fire and Ice soon as well. I hope their cards are good enough. Thanks, I appreciate your treasure. All right, they're locked out of draw. They no longer draw for turn, and if they are to draw, I Hull Breach them. Nah, I'm gonna hold bow, I think. I did lock them out of drawing. They don't have a draw step, chat. They could technically draw one. No, they can't ever draw one because they don't have a draw step. Opponent says, "I see." They're actually locked out of drawing cards. They can attack me. Maybe I'll trade. They have an active Brazen Borrower. They can go for the tempo plan. Yo, subbed over dubbed. Very nice. You're a powerful wizard. Thank you for the prime. I'm probably gonna bolt this now. You can't actually take much more damage. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's this? What is this? Is it twist? Might be twist. Lose my hand? Yeah, twist, lose my hand. Okay. I have a fire and ice, though. And I have an active negation. Pretty sure we saved the fire and ice for the brazen borrower. And seeing as opponent is completely locked out of drawing cards, we're probably in a decent spot. Oh, actually, we can't even use the fire and ice yet because they're only at 22 cards. So we're not even going to be able to use our fire and ice. There's no reason to not attack there. There's actual zero reason. Yeah, they actually can't get under 20 cards, so I have to get under 20 cards, which might be a challenge. I like that Yawgmoth's Bargain is a terrible card. Nice 6 mana, draw 7, lose the game. Yeah. Who cares about the borrower? The borrower can't even block. We might just win depending on what cards are left in our opponent's hand. I have no idea what cards are in our hand, but Hull Breacher is not a good card in Vintage. However, in this format, quite good. Quite good. All right, so whoa, no, why'd they get a Vampiric Tutor? Oh no, Pam, you can't even draw cards. Why would you get a Vampiric Tutor? Doesn't work. Oh, that's a good one. You're gonna click me, but not in my draw step. All right, so slight mistiming from the opponent. Slight mistiming. Yes. Opponent has realized they're on the wrong stop. You're allowed to target me, though, if you want. Yep. Well, I'm not going to attack into that Vendilion Clique. I prefer my opponent to not be able to draw any cards for this game. I would have snap attacked into it, too. All right, it's okay. They're going for the clip. They're going for the kill. They're going for the kill. I'm at 26, and they're at 21, which is an unfortunate number. Is a very unfortunate number. It's a good thing they had no good targets off of Spellseeker, though. They just had 0 good targets off of Spellseeker. Actually, we're going to lose here. We're just going to die to Vendilion Clique and Brazen Borrower. That's kind of funny. We're actually going to die. Unless I can get this Fire and Ice and kill both of them. Oh boy. This thing was stopped one spell too soon. Oh, we're dead. They had a Hull Breacher in hand the whole time? That's wild. They had a Hull Breacher in hand the entire time? Damn, dude. They had a tempo ass hand. If we just had one more card from the opponent's library, we would be able to fire these two. Sucks to suck. Oh. It's unfortunate. We just did not draw anything. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Should we Eidolon them? What do you think? Eidolon? Kind of feels like we should Eidolon them. I feel like we don't want a Wheel of Fortune. I feel like they have way too many Hull Breachers for that. Get that out of my deck. They have like 3 Hull Breachers, right? All right, all right, all right, all right. Try again. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. God, our deck is so bad. I'm gonna bottom this mountain. That's gonna be a no from me. Nope. So at least I have something going on, but I need to draw a Deuter. Need to draw a Deuter. We need a Deuter though. If we don't draw a Deuter, like that's not bad. All right, I'm gonna deploy the sword now while I have a good opportunity, and then we can hold up all of our counter spells. Uh-oh, they have Hull Breacher mana. All right, I'm definitely gonna remand a Hull Breacher here. Good tempo, good damage. Definitely gonna remand your Hull Breacher. 100% to remand. That's a draw. That's a draw. Let's just fetch now. Should I fetch now? Probably not. I don't have any more. Whatever. I'm 1 mana short of the Pester Miting, but that might be good enough. What is this? I'll snap off a negation. I will snap negation that. I drew the stupid Eidolon. All right. They got a Hull Breacher, but I got Pro Blue. I guess if they have a bounce spell right now, they have a Brazen Borrower. Yeah, all right. They got a Brazen Borrower. Should I have played Eidolon first? Oh, wait, I don't even have mountains to fetch. Do I have mountain to fetch? Well, I guess now our Eidolon resolves, so maybe that's better? Oh, they have double petty theft? All right. I guess I'm just gonna slam. Let's just slam the Eidolon. They have an Ancient Tomb, double Borrower. They have to have another Mind Twist, right? When we know they have a Hull Breacher as one of their cards. I mean, they could have a Vendilion Click. I mean, this is our plan. Pro Blue. Get in there. Ow! I don't know if they can beat an Eidolon with a sword. They might if they have a Fatal Push, maybe? I mean, they take 4. They mill 10. I get a wolf. It looks good to me. They might play some borrowers, but they're going to take 1,000,000 damage to do so. They can play a Hull Breacher, and that would take some damage as well. They can cycle a Shark Typhoon, Pro Blue, living it. Still took 2 damage. I think we're looking good. Eidolon with a sword, with a classic vintage cube play. It's a nice looking wolf. Vendilion Click, take 2. Take 4, actually. Looking at whose hand? Looking at their hand, sure. Dish away the Hull Breacher. Dish away a Golgari Signet. Fair. Yeah, but I'm Pro Blue. You're dead. You're dead. It's perfect. Alternative game plans. Got him. Wait. That's 2 wins. Sword looks good. Chat didn't want me to draft Sword, but I thought Sword looks good. That's true. That's fair. I did doubt Eidolon. I doubted Eidolon, but chat also doubted Sword. And I knew from previous experience, Sword's life. I think the Sword's just good all the time. Can I even, is it even possible for me to go less than 2-1? That's a very conceited thing to say. All right, round 3. round 3. What do we got? I got a sword. Can't lose. Keep. Yeah. Yeah. Top. Well, this doesn't exactly count as a flyer, chat. It's not how that works. I like it. It's just all blue mirrors. This is a perfect format. no Bazaar, no Mishra's Workshop. Perfect format. Those are both in the cube too, but Bazaar's a little spicy against the mono Hull Breacher format. This is like when we used to play Lurrus and everyone had a good time, you know? You remember that? No Pyroblast too, even better. It's the perfect format. It's really the perfect format. Ancestral on my upkeep. All right, this format is complete garbage. Actually unplayable. This format is mono unplayable. The jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made before a bounty. I think we're losing this game, chat. Opponent has both a Moxen and an Ancestral and knows my whole hand. I think we're dead. Ha, discard a card. Wrecked. We gotta. Do we? Is that true? Do we have them exactly where we want them? What, are they just Hull Breacher here? Of course they Hull Breachered here. All Hull Breacher here. Everyone's got a Hull Breacher. Hull Breachers for everyone. No more Ancestrals. I'm glad I didn't Ball Drift. That would have been bad. If their hand is 7 Ancestral Recalls, they can attack. No attack? Land? Uh-oh. It's a Foff? Gotta be a Foff, right? Oh, they have red in their deck, chat. Oh, no. Lightning Bolt? Oh, no. It's over. It's over. It's over. My double mountains. It's over. We tried, chat. We did the best we could. We did the best we could. And it just wasn't good enough. Just wasn't good enough. They built a real deck with removal and Hull Breachers and Ancestral Recalls. And it was just too much. How could we even think of overcoming such a powerful cards? Does my Sword of Body and Mind resolve? They're not Scurred. They're not Scurred. And they knew the secret. Blue-red tempo secret. That's the way to be. You get all this removal for enemy Hull Breachers. Oh, it's gotta go. No, it's over. It's over. Opponents are deck, but better. Look at all their Moxen. Look at all their Moxen. They discarded a second wheel. They had another wheel in hand. They didn't even have to miscalc. They could have just cast a second wheel. I don't think we can win. Maybe we can win. Unlucky. We tried our best. Maybe they'll draw out. What if we draw our Wheel of Fortune and mill them out? That seems possible, right? No! No. Unfair. Concede. Nope. None of that. Absolutely unfair. That's not allowed. Not happening. This is a 0%er. I forgot we had these in our deck. We just never drawn them. Yeah, turn into, yeah, could be good. I was not letting opponent get to do that. That would be unacceptable. Does not follow terms and conditions for Justin streaming this format. Keep bottom done. They're on a mull to 5. Okay. All right. Okay. Seems winnable. Seems winnable. Absolutely seems winnable. Hideaway. This could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. Let's put a skydiver underneath there. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. You got for me, OP? Ancestral? I need to get that on turn 3. Oh, so many Moxen. So unfair. So cheaty. It doesn't matter how good they are. It's a land that gives you a free spell later in the game. Classic. An absolute classic. I think I'm gonna not cast Preordain. Well, no, screw that shit. Let's cast Preordain. What else am I gonna cast Preordain if I don't cast it right now? Sword of Bonnie and Mind and Lightning Bolt. I don't think I want the Sword of Body and Mind. Maybe I do. I'd along with a sword. It's just so little mana. Maybe it's fine. All right, top. Chat, we're playing Mono Red Burn. Impulse resolves. Maybe we can Impulse later. How can we lose, they say. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. This looks winnable. Looks winnable. Seems reasonable. I don't know if we were supposed to put that sword on top. Oh, they're playing something. Oh. That's a lot of mana. Rip the hand, chat. Rip the hand. Bolt goes face. I have so much mana. I mean, this worked out pretty well, right? We got mana. We got cards. We didn't draw any negations. I would have loved a negation right there. Sword is safe. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you're worried. You're worried about the sword. I get it. I understand. What'd they have last time? Miscalc? They had Miscalc? We had a lot of good hits in our hand, though. Oh, God, yeah. But we don't have any mana because we don't have any Moxen in our deck. You know? If only our deck had a couple Moxen in it. I feel like our deck would be so good. Feel like I'm supposed to Hull Brazier now. Now that I can't get miscalced or whatever. That's true. It's almost a Skydiver line. Still costs 3 total mana. I don't actually save any mana on this stupid Skydiver. It's kind of funny. Oh, they just had the Burst Lightning. Unfortunate. And an Ancestral. Happens. Seems like a pretty good wheel from our opponent. Now, though, we've got Daredevil Ancestral into their Hull Breacher, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, our deck just doesn't have Moxen. If our deck had Moxen, I think this is pretty playable. But opponent just has like 10 Moxen and we have 0. It's just unplayable. Look how much stuff they have. And I get to take a Soul Ring now. They're oh wow, they're at Hullbreacher Wheel. They actually have enough Moxen in their hand to Hullbreacher Wheel right now. Yeah, opponent's deck is like 10 times better than ours. It's quite strong. We have just no counterplay to what opponent's doing. To be fair, if we had drawn Force of Negation for this wheel, I think we win this game. I think we would have won this game if we had just drawn Force of Negation. I mean, maybe they have no more cards in their hand that matter. Or maybe they have another wheel. They have another wheel. They're at 11 cards left in their deck. I wish I had kept the wheel in. I boarded the wheel out, didn't I? I should have kept the wheel in and tried to mill them. I fucked up. I should have kept the wheel in. Sorry, chat. Alright, yeah, they have 10 cards left in their deck. We've got a bunch of counter magic now. We drew one of our 2 Moxen. No, I think we cut Conjecture. And we have a fire. All right, so how do we play this? What is the optimal line here with the current mana situation? They have 10 life. They have 10 cards. They have 7 cards in hand. I mean, I think we win by them just doing nothing and losing, right? Well, we didn't have enough Moxen to play Conjecture. If we had an opponent's deck, I think Conjecture would be lit. Look how much Moxen they have. It's like cheating. So theoretically, I can take this Soul Ring. And then... But I feel like I should just leave open all my mana. I feel like playing card is a mistake. We lost. See, if we had either of our Direfleet Daredevils, we could do the Daredevil wheel. Try to go for the KO. I mean, they have 7 cards in hand. They have 9 cards in library. What could they possibly play that wins the game? What if we just give them no creatures to steal? You know, no swords to take. Like, what are they gonna do? If they have a Time Twister, yeah, we get wrecked. And then we can't ever win because they have infinite mana. That's fair. They're not guaranteed to have a Time Twister. All right, we lost our jet. I'll probably just take their Soul Ring or something. I feel like that's the best instantaneous use of this floating black mana. Soul Ring should give us the best amount of stiff to play around with. I feel like we could just kill all their threats and then they lose, theoretically. I don't know. Feels possible. Snapcaster what? Ancestral? Burst Lightning? Probe? What's the plan here? You can't wheel, homie. Alright, probe. That's fine. I mean, I get to kill both of these creatures with fire. And they're at 8 life. We've seen Miscalc, which is the spell I have to play around. That's so many. They're wheeling. They're gonna die. Oh, they're brain freezing me. Uh, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So I'm already dead to this brain freeze. That sucks. That really sucks. I wish I had an ancestral recall, because then I could just like ancestral recall them and draw the game, right? Yeah, they had 3 Wheel of Fortunes. If I force of negation 1, I still mill 15 and then die to wheel. So it doesn't actually help me. I have to either hit them for 8 damage here somehow. If I had my own brain freeze, that would work. But I just don't think I have anything that actually matters. Daze the... I guess I have to daze brain freeze. I don't know. What can I hit with Foff? I can hit 2 negations, but that's not good enough. Oh, that one worked. Still, yeah, still 16 or whatever. Oh no, they paid for it. Never mind. I can't make them draw cards, can I? I think I'm dead. I drew the I found the negation. I can negate 2 and then die to wheel. They just have enough cards left. They just have enough cards left. Make them sweat, I guess. I know they know my whole hand, so there's just no fucking point. There's just no fucking point. Oh, there's no point. There's no point. Opponent's deck was far better than ours. Far, far better than ours. It happens, it happens, it happens. Should we round out the clean 5?